Yo guys, UKOG here, and in this video I'm going to show you guys one of the main reasons why I do not tend to play Gran Turismo Sport. Before we start though, I just want to point out that all of these races and this time trial here were recorded about 2 years ago, so I've really had to dig through my PC to find these videos. I got gifted a copy of Gran Turismo Sport, so it had been a while since I'd done any sim racing games, so I thought, why not whip out the G27 and give it a go. So I spent about 3 or 4 days trying to get into Gran Turismo Sport and, you know, see if it's something I wanted to take a bit more seriously. And unfortunately, that wasn't the case. The Gran Turismo Sport flame did die out quite quick, and I'm going to show you in this video exactly why that happened. Now, with this being recorded so long ago, obviously my criticisms of the game may have been addressed, and you know, there's probably going to be numerous updates to improve this game. So you know, just take what I say with a pinch of salt, and just know that they were my opinions at the time of making these videos. All these clips here are from a daily race in an Audi TT Cup car, which was actually surprisingly fun to drive. I really liked the driving on this game. It might not be the most realistic thing in the world, but it is fun. It is fun to hot lap as well. The track we're at is called Magor? I don't know what it's called exactly, but anyway, yeah, that was a quick hot lap whilst I was talking there, and that hot lap actually put me first in the world. I got a world record. I don't really know how that happened, but yeah, world record, and that stood all week as well, so that was pretty cool. Anyway, let's dive into some actual races against humans and listen to this pumping soundtrack right here. Let's go! I don't know why, but I think that's such a cool thing to have before a race. It really pumps you up. So yeah, there's a positive at least. Anyway, let's start this race. We get a pretty shitty start. I didn't really know how to set off from the line in this game with this car. So fortunately dropped down to second here. But we hold the outside line. We're doing well, and cool. Nice. Get a wonderful punt. A wonderful punt there. But we continue on. This is another lap later, got back up to fourth, and some guys sends it down the inside, which then sends me into the wall. Nice. And then we managed to get back on the track and receive a wonderful 5-second penalty for that. On to race number 2, and this time we are not on pole. We've started second, but we get the jump this time, and we pull into the lead. So a wonderful start. The pole sitter dropped back a lot there, unfortunately. So we go into this turn 1. We hold the inside, a big long sweeper. We hold the inside. We don't make contact, and it's very close, those 3 cars, but we've held our line. We go into this left-hander here, and yep. Another little punt. Thank you very much for that, my friend. We managed to get back on the track, but with the dirty tyres, drops us back down into 5th, unfortunately. But we can always recover. We know we've got the pace. So coming through these next few corners, we're thinking maybe about setting up Ash here, but not a good exit. And as we break into here, look at the radar. What the hell is going on? What is going on? 2 people outbrake themselves, and one of them goes flying, the other one sends it into me. Thank you very much for that. And unfortunately, this is just the killer for me. This is the main reason why I just did not find this game enjoyable. No one has respect. No one has respect as we make a bit of a clumsy mistake there and go a bit wide, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't know whether it's because there isn't a damage model on this game, like in terms of you just don't get damage. You can hit people, and the worst that can happen is you get a penalty, which doesn't. Most of the time you don't even get one. Like people punt you and they just drive away, whilst you're sent to the Shadow Realm. So I don't know whether it's because there's just like such a low risk to punting people, and again you don't get any damage, so you can just continue your race no matter what. I'm not sure exactly, but most battles just end up in someone eventually sending it in an absolutely ridiculous spot and using the other car as brakes, and also just completely, rubbing alongside people because there's no, like I say, no risk of getting damage. So yeah, it ruined it for me, unfortunately. It did ruin my experience. Now, this may also be a fault with me, just expecting too much from a game which, Gran Turismo Sport is a sim, but, it's not like a hardcore sim. It's not a hardcore sim like iRacing or ACC. So maybe I'm expecting too much. This is more of a sort of casual sim. So, the fault could be with me here, and I'm just being nitpicky. The race here, though, is going well. We're making a good comeback. We just made a position from other cars battling, and it seems like the same thing's going to happen here. The two cars in front, the Germans, are completely outbraking themselves, and we managed to just slide around the outside there. And that was one of the rare occasions where racing room was left. So I was really happy there. I was really happy. So, I know I just had a massive rant about people crashing into each other, but there are people on here that do show respect. It's not everyone. As this other German here just runs wide, and that allows us to sneak up into third place, and now the chase is on. Can we close that gap up to first? There are only 5 laps in these races, so we've got to be quick about it. So we'll skip to lap 4 here, the end of lap 4, and we have closed the gap a lot, and they are also battling, so that's losing them time in every corner. And now coming onto the final corner here, going into the last lap, we are right behind them, so game on. Can we get the win? So we tuck into the slipstream here, closing. We get the quickest lap of the race, and through turn 1, P2 tries a little send, but he can't quite get the overlap, so he tucks back in behind. He's running a little bit wide there, thinking about a dive, but chooses to stay behind. I run a little bit wide there and lose time, which might be what costs us in this race, but a few mistakes. I think the P2 hit the grass, so now we're right back behind him again, going into the fast S's here. Can we stay close? Oh, is he looking for... He looked for it, but just couldn't make it work. P2 again. Is he going to go for a dive? He's thinking about it, but he can't quite make it work. He's really trying here, P2, to take P1. But that has also given him a bad run onto this straight. So we're now going to tuck into the slipstream, see if we can now make a move. We're closing, but then we run just a little bit wide there. But P2 gets a bad run on the curb and brakes really early, so we dive down the inside. What a maneuver. We make it stick as well, and then we get punted. Oh, we were right behind P1 there, going into the last 2 corners. It would have been a remarkable move if we would have got P1 there, but it was robbed, unfortunately, by that punt. And P2, so still no win. Still no win, but that was a great comeback, right? That was still a great comeback, and although it was a pretty dirty race, it was still fun. It was still pretty fun. But I couldn't end this video on a down note, so here is a third race that we did, starting from second, getting a really, really good start there, straight into first as we go into the first corner. We're going to keep it tight here, keep it tight, and we get another punt, a punt to pass from the Italian here, which is a little bit upsetting again, but it wasn't like the last few races where we get sent to the Shadow Realm. I say that as we almost get sent to the Shadow Realm. Another punt. which lowers our safety rating, by the way, just to let you guys know. And we come on to lap 2 here. We've managed to stay right behind this guy, so we're just looking for a way around. Maybe he'll make a mistake, and I think he does here. Yes, he goes in way too deep, loses his exit speed. We pull out. Can we hold this? We have the inside line here. Got to try and outbrake him, and we do. And that pretty much sealed the deal this race. Managed to pull away. We made a 5-second gap. As we come over the line here, we actually managed to win a daily race. Even with punts, we still got punts. But we managed, like I say, to win a daily race on Gran Turismo Sport. Hell yeah, there we go. Victory for UKOG Chab. So I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed those races and that world record hot lap, which was, like I say, pretty out of nowhere, to be honest. What are your thoughts on Gran Turismo Sport? What are you guys' thoughts on it? You guys enjoy this game? Do you still play it? Like I say, I think this is a really fun, casual game, but if you want to take this game, like, anything like seriously, it's very hard to... It's very hard to put up with the BS, in my opinion. It's very hard to put up with the BS that is in each lobby, whether that be from the players or just the way the game is designed itself. Maybe I'll do more GTsport content in the future, maybe if there's a new Gran Turismo game on the horizon. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Have a great day.